Hi, mothers. The spirit of a Nancy is here to give a very direct message for all of my mothers. And this message is create your own destiny. All right. No matter how old you are, no matter how many children you have, no matter how long you've been soul searching on this journey, it is never too late to create your own destiny. It is never too late to rebrand yourself. It is never too late to find that inner voice. Okay. If you are new, welcome to Tarot for Moms. And if you are returning, welcome back, you guys. Thank you for all your love and support in the comments. I truly appreciate each and every single one of you. All of my channel messages are timeless. So whenever you are guided, know and trust that these messages were intended for you to receive it at that time. Okay. So nonetheless, Anansi is urging you. Okay. In this reading, we have create and we have the spider. Okay. Anansi is urging you to use your creativity and your vision to explore all of your inner selves. Okay. So all my mothers out there, this is about you determining what your inner voice is so you can express yourself authentically. You can express yourself honestly without any type of fear of, what you can't do. That's what I pick up when I get this Anansi card out of this deck. Okay. If you don't know who Anansi is and the folklore stories told around Anansi, I would encourage you to do some research, because I do feel like the spirit is really showing up with this weaving your own business. Okay. This is really more about you weaving and creating your own perspective. I feel like that's what it's about, who you want to be, how you want to be remembered, weaving yourself into your dreams, your ambitions, the way you do your hair, the way that you show up for your children, the way that you show up in your business. You're essentially a representative of the image, right? Or the story that your life has told for the next woman that will one day become on their journey towards becoming a mother, right? So the fact that, let's say, for example, you're a mother out there and, let's say you have 12 kids, and that seems virtually impossible to do, to have a business, have 12 children, and on top of that, have a healthy, loving relationship. But the fact that you shared how you did it, the fact that you created that path for yourself when you had no example to really show you what it looked like, that's Anansi's spirit. Okay. Anansi's spirit is known for his ability to outwit his oppressors and gain the upper hand when he's made to do something that goes against what he wants. Okay. Or what he wants to do. Is essentially freedom, the freedom to express yourself, the freedom to do what it is you want to do. As a mother, oftentimes they like to fit mothers into these constructs of social status and social norms of what a mother should be up to or what a mother should be doing. But this message is for all of you that are rebelling against that and you're doing both. Okay. That's the message that I see here. So Nazi is all about getting the upper hand and using it to your advantage. It's giving me that woman thou art loose type of energy. So let's see what other messages come in through here for you. On this journey, there's something about your Chiron in your chart. There may be a specific thing that distorts your perception, that prevents you from being able to see that inner guidance and follow that path. Or maybe that path hasn't been lit up for you yet and you're not quite sure what you should be doing. There's something about your self-esteem, your self-worth, your ego is partly necessary. All right. Because ego also is a necessary thing. You need to have a level of self-esteem, a level of pride in order to see something all the way through. Right. Otherwise, any other person can tell you you're not doing the right thing, and you might doubt yourself. You might second guess if you should be doing this. Is this morally ethical? But with that introspective inner guidance, whatever you're contemplating about, whatever you've been self-contemplating on or self-reflecting on, you'll have a clear answer from an enlightened spiritual perspective, and not just from so many other people trying to oppress you and tell you what you should do. I'm also hearing impress you, so you could be having someone around you that's trying to impress you as well, but you know it's a waste of your time. I'm seeing financial opportunity here, okay? There's a financial opportunity coming towards you, a divine blessing. This may be in the form of a new business, okay? Savings, security, abundance, something's manifesting for you. Earth energy, prosperity in general. You can see it because whoever you are, you got a vision, okay? You got a vision for your future. Whatever it looks like now, you know within your own being that it won't be that way forever, okay? Fuck what they heard, okay? Fuck what they had said. You are a provider. Nonetheless, I got joy and I have provide. This came up in the Taurus reading over on my Taurus channel yesterday. So here's how this is kind of happening, okay? What elements do we have here? We have Taurus energy, we have create, and then we have the element of joy here, dragonfly. So a lot of predators. So you deal with a lot of predatorial type of energy. I heard it's a buggy bug world out here. Someone could get hurt. So you may have dealt with a lot of energy vampires, a lot of takers, people that once they get you, they get complacent, or they start to get arrogant, boastful, and exploit it's like they have to put you down to fill themselves up, you know what I'm saying? Or they have to exploit your confidence to make themselves feel better. Anytime you are trying to collaborate with people, it's giving Leo in the rising placement of your zodiac chart. You could be a Leo rising. All right, I'm also picking up Taurus rising as well. Defend. There's something that you're defending. You're very prideful about this because this is providing you a lot of prosperity and stability. When you feel good, you're confident. Okay? So I do feel like someone is being removed out of your life. Okay? Someone is being removed out of your life. Pheromones. You may be picking up on pheromones energy here. Picking up this ant colony. Someone may want you to conform to some type of old way of thinking, old way of believing, but you just don't strike me as someone that wants to conform. It's like you want to be able to be your own boss. You want to be able to be yourself unapologetically. You have Magician in reverse. So something that they're doing is not working on you. Trying to lower your confidence and your self-esteem is not working. Because at the end of the day, you're somebody that you provide for yourself. You don't necessarily need this person or these people, and that's intimidating. So I do feel like they are being a little tricky as well. Trying to oppress you. Some of you are someone is trying to impress you and study you and see what makes you happy, and then trying to duplicate that to get your attention. Strong Taurus, Scorpio energy. Now the dragonfly energy is making me think of how dragonflies, their mating process. It's really a buggy bug world, right? Someone could get hurt. All right. A lot of times the female, if you look up the mating, it's really a very tragic process. Ain't nothing about it sweet. The objective is to get the female dragonflies pregnant as quickly as possible. All right. To assure that their offspring makes it. Okay. So it's all about reproduction for them. It's all about production, And that's what you may feel like as well. Like, people only want, they look at things from how you can benefit them from the reproduction of what you can make happen for them, what you can produce for them, what you provide. You have a certain stock, I'm hearing, peacocking, okay? So there is a type here that you're attracted to, like power, Aries. If you have Aries in your Venus or Mars, Scorpio as well, Taurus, Venus and Mars. So you may attract a lot of partners that they want you and multiple people. And they leave you with the responsibility. They leave you with the taking care of the kids, taking care of the home, not a lot of time left to do other things or responsibilities. I'm seeing partying. I'm also seeing it's a good time until it isn't any a good time anymore. There's a lot of things that you don't know. Okay, you may really open yourself up naturally. You may fall into these type of connections very openly, like you go into it very openly. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be open and you should be closed off, but with defend here, Scorpion energy is toxic energy, okay? With the 5 of Wands, that's even more toxic. That's toxicity amplified to the 10th degree. So you've gotten yourself in a situation. How do you get out of it, right? It's creating some type of chaos in your life, destruction in your life. Okay, you may tend to be very stern with yourself and focused and driven on your ambitions, that you tend to want to take a break and like fight for what you want, or give a good fight. So you're a fighter, you're a warrior type of spirit. You fight for what you want, and it may be very difficult to stand firm on something once you make up your mind. I get this energy that, Mom, some of you run into the same type of issue even with new people. It's like they're attracted to you for your ability. Like you have this natural pheromone, this ability, where they could just see that you're strong. Like you could take anything. If you could take what the other person did to you or what you dealt with in your prior relationships, then they read you like you don't have much guards or you're easy to conquer. It's this conqueror type of energy. And then once they have you, they study you. And based off of the way that they acquired the relationship with you, they become insecure that that's also how they're going to lose you. So they start trying to tear you down to make themselves feel better about themselves. Like it would be nothing for you to leave them. So they secretly despise you. They start to secretly despise your ability, your strength, your tenacity. Your joy starts, because I don't think these are people that can create the joy by themselves. 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands. It's a game for them. They play a lot of games. They're in the game to win it. So like I said, predatorial energy. And when you decide that you're ready to leave and you don't want to participate anymore, they be damned if you break up with them and stop dealing with them. So they play these little games to make sure you can't get over them. 3 of Pentacles. I feel like there's stages to what they do. You start isolating yourself, no longer going out, spending more time with them. That alone time feeds their insecurity, and makes them feel like they're getting you or they got you. There's no competition, and until they've eliminated any other competition, they like a dragonfly. Predatorial type of energy. It's a sport. Until they've eliminated all the other possible options, they won't rest assured that you won't outgrow them, you won't leave them. Whew, Lord. Yeah, they feel like you're going to always go back to something if they don't perform this process on you. That's what I heard. So they feel abandoned. They feel alone. They feel like you have more than them and they have nothing. They start comparing. So you get a lot of partners that become imitating. They may imitate your power as well, but they become intimidated at your ability to manifest, your ability to procreate. For some of you, like, they have abandonment wounds as well, but this is something about their nature. And then they blame you for something that you said, like, oh, you said something to me and you hurt my feelings, and that's what made me like emotionally detached. And I feel like this is showing up even in the dating sector. So it's like Anansi is here saying create your own destiny. You don't technically need any of them. Empress energy. You can create whatever you want at a drop of a dime. But I feel like from a confidence level, you would have to literally allow yourself to go ahead and it's like a clapback energy here. I'm picking up a strong clapback. And I feel like this clapback energy is leave them wondering. Leave them wondering. You don't owe anyone an explanation. What you're going to do, how you're going to start it. Leaving them wondering is the spirit of Anansi. You're going to always, because you have a rebellious type of spirit about yourself, you're going to always irritate people. Because you shouldn't do well without them. According to their traditions, according to their common law marriage, according to the Bible, it says you need someone by your side. And so they compete for you, but they're competing for you because they're insecure and intimidated by you. It's not love. That's what I heard. It's power. They're attracted to you for your power, your glory. But majority of queens that had to be, majority of the queens, right? Let's talk traditionally. If you were a queen and you didn't have a male by your side and you were single and you held a lot of power and authority, of course they would want to be in alliance with you. They would offer you all great things. Loyalty, security. You know, they can't really offer you stability, so they have to find something worth. What is it that you want? And I feel like you just want to be happy and move on. That's what you want. You don't want the confusion. You don't want the competition. But you're sitting in a position of authority. You're sitting in a position of power. You're in a queen's, you're like the woman king. You're in a woman king's position, so you're both male and female. So all of these ones that's coming towards you, it's your right. They're going to be in a financial pinch. You think they would literally want to come to your kingdom and make an agreement to partner with you if it wasn't for something in it for them? Yeah, too much concern with sexual matters. I feel like that's something that is a turnoff for you. Being overly concerned with sexual matters. It feels like they're trying to trap you or play some type of game. Slow you down. Yeah, give you something to tote around with you, take you off the market. That's what it is. You have weeping willow, family sorrow. December, January, February, March, April, May. So we have involvement with the law. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So you're about to switch it up. I feel like you're about to become way more mysterious and you're going to defend the things that you're creating. I feel like you're also going to be very clear about your boundaries, and it's nothing to cut a bitch off. Even with You could even have a child on the way. But guilt tripping you or trying to play mind games is a very poor tactic, okay? Period of prosperity and abundance. That's what you have towards you. You're receiving a lot of success. So how can they get some of that, and how can they take a ride with you? Period of frustrations and lessons to be learned. So I feel like you're learning about giving this to yourself, but also realizing, looking back on your past relationships, I don't know if this is, I want to say dating of your equal, but even they are showing up like arrogant. Even people on your level, they're showing up as arrogant because they have a certain expectation of people beneath them. They're not even ready for someone on their level. Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Scrutish and resourcefulness, especially in business. So you have a fox. So someone's making some business moves on you. Family matters, family sorrow, time to go out and have fun. I'm telling you, you're in a position of authority. Your spiritual guides are protecting you from harm. But you do have, like, they want you to understand, like, just like slaves being put on a ship, okay, you as a woman, as a person of authority, as someone that can reproduce, you will always be the grapevine, okay? You will always be a place where people go to multiply their success and harvest and crop. You know, they're going to try to steal for themselves, take credit. And the season, I feel like you come from an era, or you came from an era, or your ancestors did, where that's what they had to do to survive. But they don't want that for you. I feel like they want you to see, be able to read a person for who they are and have the confidence to ignore them, and have the confidence to to be okay with also losing them as well. Get over them as well. Once you see that they are not worth the alliance, pretty much. This is your current obstacle to overcome, so pay attention to your finances. Does your finances increase or do they decrease around someone? These are some serious questions. These are some serious times. All I can see. Because right now you're being seen as a meal ticket. Oh, with you, I could get everything accomplished. With you, spiritual love. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. So that may be something that's, crabs in a barrel type mentality. You may attract a lot of those types of energy. And I feel like it's because these negative energies are beyond cobwebs. Romance in the air, new home, new attitude, love. Situation in the balance that requires careful handling. Yeah, this person ain't gonna go down without a fight. You got some news on the way. It's gonna make you happy. But it's gonna require you to handle it carefully, because I feel like there is someone there. Something wants to prevent this from coming in for you. Two-faced friend. You have someone telling your business. They're talking about you behind your back. So be careful who you're sharing your business with. Like I said, May. Something about this business, but you'll be parting ways. And then new opportunities are going to open up. When you're feeling good, everything else grows around you. It is a very, it's a very long road. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is a temporary situation. Some of you guys are dealing with a temporary situation. Your guides are, you're meant to get some lesson from it, and you're meant to move on. But there is a lot going on here. There are more negative forces weaving their own narrative, trying to keep you stuck in this crab in a barrel type of energy around a lot of people and make you not trust your own judgment. So that you're going into a season of recreating, rebuilding your confidence, you're going to have to use the own illusion spells that they use on you to protect and, confuse them as they're trying to confuse you. You get what I'm saying? Because they are watching more than one, and it's like they're out to get you, girlfriend. Okay. But Anansi says, you have the ability, okay? You have the ability to outwit your own oppressors, okay? And have the upper hand in these situations, which makes you such a powerful symbol spiritually, just as Anansi is. All right, moms, that's the message that I have for you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.